always wanted to be an artist. My father wanted me to build a business. I think I've managed to build a happy balance between the two.
Borrowed Earth Collaborative is a very evocative name.
I've been working with natural stone for almost 2 decades now. My first job was of a block marker at a quarry. I've really gone in depth into the material and the processes. What does borrowed mean for me? Many things. Primarily, we are borrowing material from the earth. We are borrowing the tradition of carving.
You reference mindfulness over and over, and was that born early on when you were learning the trade of looking at stone from your father?
Well, it was definitely further down the line. I don't think I had any of those intentions initially. It was not something I enjoyed. Being at a quarry is not a fun experience, but I'm doing something which I love and in a medium which is so dear to me now. I cannot imagine working with any other material.
You enjoy the challenge of the material.
I think I enjoy the challenge, but also there's nothing like it. Just the diversity in color, the texture, the form, the things which can be done with it. It's definitely been a steep learning curve. I've hired designers who've turned around and said they don't want to work with the medium because it's too difficult. And all the art schools, all the design schools teach you to work with wood. They teach you to work with metal. Nobody teaches you how to work with stone. It's difficult.
Sounds like the modern tools that you're able to use now, though, ease that process considerably.
Technology has definitely helped. It has also not just helped in making the process faster, but also the intricacy and the textures which we embed into some of our patterns. A lot of things which we are having a lot of fun with.
Why not stop at using just the technology? What is the affinity, the love of integrating craftspeople?
There is product out there which is simply machine carved and you can see a difference. There are 2 reasons for it. One, I definitely want to maintain the integrity of the artisanal nature of the product. I want the product to be natural for people to want to touch it. And if it's a machine-made product, you have the striations, you have the machine tooling marks, which you don't want to see. We make a lot of effort. In fact, some products we go as far as shot blasting the entire material, and it naturally breaks at some places. And that process makes it very authentic and it gives it a feel which is natural, which would never come in a manufactured process. If we don't hire craftsmen, that is not going to continue through generations.
It gave me goosebumps thinking that you work in a material that is representative of time.
Absolutely. It says histories of the earth right there, borrowed earth. So it's histories. I have 2 pieces of stone which have 2 tiny crabs which are fossilized in them. And you can tell they are crabs. It's beautiful.
3 to 5 years from now, what would you like to see your company become?
We are mindful of how we use our resources. We are very considerate about our electricity resources. Our plant is 85% solar powered. All our water is recycled. I would ideally like a situation where all our packaging is recyclable. Something very interesting which we've introduced recently uses all our remnants is stone bricks. So the process of brick making uses a lot of energy. This process, it is completely 0 carbon footprint because we are transporting all the bricks entirely through water transport only. My intention is to introduce a lot more product which is using all the remnants, to have this 3D printer up and running where we are creating sculptures. And we are also in the process of creating a museum. So we are trying to identify these decommissioned quarries and to use them as gallery and architectural spaces. And we are even considering developing a museum there. Architects, designers can experiment with 3D robots, with CNC carving, with handcraftsmen, and to create things. So that is where I see us heading towards, to have a borrowed earth quarry mountain where all of this magic happens.